Hey guys, I bought a new snowblower last weekend. This is an Ariens Professional 36 hydrostatic drive. The machine was purchased over at Farmington Valley Equipment in Connecticut. I like the place. The price was expensive for this. It was out the door $3,500 with tax, I believe. The reason I bought it was because I wanted to do my yard faster, my driveway. I got a big driveway, big sidewalks. I wanted to get this project, get back in the warm house, get it done faster. Under heavy snow, it might take me the same time because you're going through 1.5 to 2 feet of snow by the road, but under 4 or 5 inches, I should zip right through that driveway and sidewalk and get done and back in the house a little bit faster, hopefully. I'm looking at the machine, and I think it's put together really, really nice. I don't see any issues at all with the machine. It starts up on the first pull, and I'll take it for a ride in the driveway because I do have wheels on the front. I can take it for a ride in the driveway. I'll show you how it works, and then if I get some snow, I could take a real short video of it going through the snow to show you the power this thing should have. Some of the features on this thing which are nice is that on the bottom, to change the oil every year, right where my foot is, there it is, I have the, that's where you unscrew the nut to drain the oil, add a block of wood under the shovel in front and you can tip it back. The stick right here next to the drain plug right here, maybe you can see it better now, that's the hydrostatic drive. You push it forward, it'll work under power, and if it's shut down and you want to move it in the garage, you can just simply pull that rod out. Works kind of like a tractor. These are lawn tractors that we have, they sell today. To start the machine up, you have you turn the switch on right here, you prime it a couple times, turn the choke, your throttle is right here. Gas shut off is in this point here, which is on right now. And it will start on the first pull so far, every time for me. If you don't like to start it because you have a bad shoulder or you're older, you can take a AC plug right here, plug it in, and you can start it this way. So there's 2 ways to start it. It's got the drift cutters on it right here, and they simply just, you loosen those wing nuts and you can just stand them right up. You don't have to take the screws out or anything. It's got a 16-inch impeller in the center. The shovel is 36 inches wide and by 24 inches tall. So this will take a huge amount of snow. The transmission, as you use this, on the other machines you have these little notches to control it. This, you could be using it in power or from a standing stop. You just simply move this thing as you want, as you feel necessary to make it go. This is your deflector on top. So as I move this thing forward, you can see the deflector on top moving. This is your chute control right here. You simply pull it back and it swings it completely around both sides and it will lock in place. The only thing I don't like about this machine is the LED light, the halogen light they put in. I think they shine in my eyes, and I don't like that. So from my previous machine, which is right here, which is going to be used as my backup now, the 30-inch machine, I will do the same operation. So in this case, I put 2 LED lights on it, and they're switched over here. And for anybody that wants to know how to wire LED lights, I can show you. This doesn't have a battery on board, so you have to use a bridge rectifier. I'll show you how to wire that up in a separate video. Real easy to do. But what I did on this, I painted it black, and I wired the lights up. So now I have 2 lights. No matter where the deflector, the chute is pointed, I could see both sides of the machine. I can see the tires. I can see where the grass line is. I'm going down the sidewalk. So all that is a lot better. Another thing I did is that even though this machine comes with real heavy shoes over here for this, I still put my wheels on it. My bearings, I just take in another video I show how I did this. I get a whole big box of bearings and I just drill a hole and I just bolt it up. And then to me the auto turn works better. It doesn't grab or pull at all on the bottom, and I don't have to replace them no more. They roll. So I can use this in the daytime, in the summertime or in the winter. It doesn't matter. I'll take it for a ride in the driveway and I'll show you how that works, even though there's no snow at all out here. But I think the machine otherwise, other than the little improvements I did with the lights and I put the wheels up front, I think the machine is perfect. It looks really heavy duty. It's put together real nice. And I think this is going to be a pleasure to use. My old 30-inch machine will throw snow a good 55 feet. So this one here, if it doesn't throw it the same or further, I'll be surprised. One thing I noticed on this machine, the weight on the handlebars, you press down and this thing will pick right up. Just as light as the 30-inch. And I notice, I'm looking at it, these guys figured it out really well. If you look at the axle, center line of the tire and the axle, and you bring it up, that looks pretty much in line with the front of the engine, where they put the weight of the engine. And if you look at the 30-inch machine, it's a smaller engine and all, but if you look at the center line of the tire and bring it up, the engine looks like it's forward a couple inches. So the chassis is stretched to put the bigger engine on it. So it's like the engine is like a counterweight. So it's balanced real nice, and it's not heavy at all on the shovel, which is nice. So going down the driveway, turning it around, it won't be no problem whatsoever. I think it's a good machine, and I think it's going to be a pleasure to use. So with that, I'm going to shut it down, and if you all want to see how I did the lights and how I wired them up, I'll go do it downstairs and above a bench so I could set up my tripod. I'll set this out on the tripod now and I'll fire it up and I'll go down the driveway. I'll show you how it operates. I'll do a cold start. I'm pushing the lever for the transmission. Turn on the choke. Prime it twice. Turn it on. Rattle it up. And it ought to start. The only thing I forgot to mention, as we look at the 30-inch machine, I did put the Ariens snow cab on this model, and it fits on, this machine has a round tubular frame, and it clamps on right here. And forgive me for swinging this around, but over here that's the snow cab hanging on the wall. And I use it maybe once, twice if it's really crappy out, either extremely windy or if it's raining and with the snow. But you cannot put that on this machine, because this machine does have a square tubular frame and that clamp will not fit on it. Now Ariens will send you a kit that will go on this. It goes on like right here, but this is 2 inches wide, and that part, the engineers or whoever, they drilled the holes 2 inches wide. So when you try to put the screws on, the screws go on an angle over here. So you have to modify the bracket. You have to do a lot of fabrication to get that snow cab on the machine. I did email Ariens and told them, I said, what the hell, you know? I like your machines, and the snow cab won't adapt to the new professional model. But that's for another time. Okay, other than that, thanks for watching, guys.